It's Freedomeon Coach of the Welsheons. I'm bringing you another PPL NX battle. This time we're going against Muffins and their Mmuffinz Mudkips. Team is going to be in the description down below. I'm going to put the matchup on the screen along with my current record because I am not playing these games in order. This is pretty much what I expected them to bring. I thought maybe the 𝙂𝙢𝙢𝙚 would come. Kind of want to lead Heracross to potentially knock off the 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗's Toxic Orb. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead Heracross. I know they could also knock me off and get rid of my Flame Orb, but that is just something we're going to have to roll with. I'd love that thing to not have any recovery this game. And they're going to lead with Snail Power, which is the 𝙂𝙢𝙢. Okay. So that puts us in a very, very good position to just go for a knock. They're not going to stay in on this. They're not going to let me get the damage straight away. That would be absolute madness. But my Flame Orb isn't activated, so I may have clicked that too quickly. We shall see. Yeah, okay. Please go into your 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗 so I can get rid of the orb. 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗, please be 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗. 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗, 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗. It's 𝙂𝙢𝙢. Okay. So they're going to get the Intimidate. We don't have the Flame Orb, like I said, yet, so we're not going to get massive damage. But that is going to do a decent amount. Now we're going to have Flame Orb. So I can't KO this thing from here. I probably could. I'm not 100% convinced. I'm just going to go Zap. And then I'm probably just going to U-turn on it. I don't want to mess around just in case. Looking at the damage I did, close combat probably could have KO'd. But we're going to go into Zap. And they're going to go 𝙬𝙬𝙗. What the hell is that move? Defense Rose. Okay, brilliant. So what I am going to do here is I am going to U-turn, get our damage on this, and I'm going to go into Fortress and the red card. Okay, never mind. So they're probably going 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗 now. Snail Power, no, they're going back to 𝙂𝙢𝙢𝙗. Okay. So now this time I can go into Heracross. And I might just click the CC this time. Just in case they think I'm going to over predict. Yeah, so I'm going to go Heracross. I'm just going to go for my CC on this, as I said. Just to make sure I potentially get the KO, because knockoff will not KO this. And they can do a lot of damage with Draco. If they're specs, they could even KO with Draco. So I'm just going to go for the close combat. I don't mind if they do swap to sort of miss mag or obviously the 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗. Just see what they're going to do now. So they're going to swap. Knockotan is the 𝙂𝙢𝙢𝙗. Okay, so we can get rid of this. This is not going to take close combat based on the damage, I don't think. Or it's definitely going to die to tier. Correct, I don't think that mattered based on the calc earlier. So they're going to go into Mothra, which is the Iron Moth. Now Heatran completely and utterly walls this thing unless it has Power Herb, Meteor Beam. So I'm going to have to go into Heatran, and we're just going to have to see if this has the Meteor Beam. So they are going for a move. They could just U-turn here expecting the Heatran, but we shall see. Do they go for U-turn? Okay, it's fine. They can obviously go into 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗 now. They can go into the 𝙂𝙢𝙢, because I don't have good switch into 𝙂𝙢𝙢. And Alucard is going to be 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗. Oh, is this defensive 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗? It's probably not, given that they obviously went into the 𝙂𝙢𝙢. Now, my switching to this every day of the week is going to be my Zapdos, and then I'm probably gonna just Roost. So this could obviously U-turn, probably knockoffs though, or it could be a set of 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗. If it goes for Swords Dance, then I'm just going to Fortress next. Swords Dance, okay. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Fortress because we got the red card, and this thing will be going out. So we can see what it wants to do. Probably not. I guess we're guaranteed to live because we've got the Sturdy, and the +2 𝙂𝙤𝙬𝙗 isn't going to be able to KO a Fortress even without the Sturdy anyway. So we're going to go into David Beckham. Ah, Facade. Nice. That does absolutely nothing. That wasn't even damage. So that thing goes, we know Gliscor is SD and Hawlucha. Okay, so I am just going to Ice Spinner here. Yeah, I'm going to Ice Spinner just in case the Gliscor comes back in. This would be really nice if it does come back in. Mothra. Iron Moth. Okay. So we're going to go for the Ice Spinner, which is going to get a little bit of damage. It's not going to do much. Should have set up rocks, because I'd like to know if this is boots or not. I go Heatran again. So David Beckham's going to come back, and Heatran is going to come out. This Iron Moth is probably just going to U-turn again, because it literally can't do anything unless it's Power Herb, Meteor Beam. And I guess it goes back into Gliscor. Yeah, Alucard is the Gliscor. Now, this thing can obviously SD again, but there's a massive part of me that just wants to click Magma Storm. I just don't know if I'm that real, because I need this for the Iron Moth. Yeah, it'd be a silly play to risk Heatran. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Fortress again. So Heatran's going to withdraw, and we're going to go into Fortress. If this does Sword Stance, then great. It can either Facade or Stone Edge us, but it's just going to go for the Sword Stance again. So now I can go for my Ice Spinner, and I can find out what kind of set this Gliscor is. So Earthquake, okay. This is going to do a decent amount. We should get 48 to 57% if this is just that. Yeah, that looks about right. So I am just going to click Ice Spinner again. So I think this is probably max attack based on that damage that it just did. So I'm just going to go for Ice Spinner again just in case they go for another Sword Stance. And that is going to be Fortress down without really doing much. Well, I guess I got a load of damage on this thing. Now, I believe Shaman Seed Flare can get the KO. Can get the KO. Sylveon will get the KO, but isn't going to enjoy taking a hit. Yeah, I'm going to die to a Facade or an Earthquake. Heracross could potentially KO with a Facade. Their Facade will KO me in return. And I think Heracross, I still need Heracross actually for the Goodra. I'm going to go Shaman because I guarantee outspeed this thing. Pretty sure. Yeah. Shaman should outspeed this. So I'm just going to click Seed Flare. And they are going to go into the Iron Moth probably, or the Goodra if it's Sap Sipper Goodra. Yeah, this is going to be Sap Sipper, isn't it? It's not Sap Sipper, but it did no damage. Like, that was literally negative damage. Now, I believe Earth Power doesn't do a massive amount to this Goodra. Earth Power, I'm going to Earth Power, and then I can Tailwind afterwards. Yeah, that's the play. Earth Power, we'll see what this is going to do. Yeah, that's probably Assault Vested. So they just go for the Dragon Pulse. Okay. So I can get another Earth Power off. And if they're just going to keep clicking Dragon Pulse, then, ooh, do I live after that Flamethrower? Okay. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But there we go. I should have just clicked the Tailwind. Yeah, Knockoff will definitely get me the KO on this. I don't think it's going to do a massive amount to Gliscor. Yeah, I'm going to knock. This thing will go down. And if the Gliscor does come in, Trailblaze afterwards will not get me the KO actually. I'm going to get the knockoff, and we are going to get the KO on this thing. Oh yeah, we get the speed drop as well. I forgot about the GUI. So Heracross gets Goodra as well. And it was Assault Vest, which I could see that from the damage. I didn't actually need that confirmation. Genjutsu is going to be this thing. Okay. So I can actually get the KO on this, I believe. So I'm just going to knock off. Draining Kiss won't KO me from here. Neither will Shadow Ball. Unless it's Choice Specs. Shadow Ball is going to do a lot of damage. But hopefully this isn't Sash. It's not Sash. Okay, Heracross again. Well done. Well done, Heracross. It was Choice Specs. Yeah, well, I could tell that from the damage. Like I said, KJO is going to be Hawlucha. Okay. Yeah, Heracross has done what it needs to do. So I'm just going to click the Facade. This thing's going to get the KO. But that's fine. And just goes to the Poison Jab. Yeah. Yeah, I need to land a Hurricane on the incoming Gliscor. Oh, it goes Rock Slide. Okay. Okay, and we missed the Hurricane. That's unfortunate. So I can go for T-Wave wins the game here. As long as we don't get a flinch. Don't get a flinch. Don't get a flinch. Don't get the flinch. Don't get the flinch. Okay. There you go. Great. So Sylveon can click Size Shock to KO this. It can also KO the Gliscor. It just can't outspeed the Iron Moth or get the KO. Yeah. So this has got to be the Gliscor coming in. Oh, it's this. Okay. Then I'm gonna Hurricane. This could be Dazzling Gleam. Okay. So we're just gonna go for the Hurricane. We're actually gonna land this one, which is nice, and we get massive damage on that. Dazzle to, I didn't check. Was I 2-2? I was, wasn't I? Gonna go Heatran. This would be the turn for them to U-turn. They could be choice locked into Dazzling Gleam because they think they can maybe get the KO. And they go for Sludge Wave. Okay, brilliant. So now I am just going to Magma Storm. And I need to land this Magma Storm. Please do not miss. So all we need is for this not to miss. And KJO was the Hawlucha. Okay. And we do land the Magma Storm. Right. Okay. So now that thing is going to take a little bit more damage. Yeah, I think I'll let Zapdos go here. They could always get paralyzed, which would be nice. Heatran's going to come back. They could Rock Slide, they could Poison Jab, expecting the Sylveon, or they could just gone for the Close Combat or High Jump Kick. Rock Slide, okay. So there's that. Now, Sylveon, do you get the Iron Moth KO? Oh, apparently we only get 23%. I do just click Hyper Voice, because even if the Iron Moth comes in, I can just go Heatran. They U-turn. They're just going to let us have this. Okay, yeah. They U-turn into Gliscor. Gliscor can just EQ. It won't KO Sylveon, but yeah, this is going to be a loss. If only I got my rocks up. Well, we've seen this thing change moves actually, so it could just be boots. So we're going to bring Sylveon back. Heatran's going to come out. This thing has to U-turn to win the game. If it doesn't, just Sludge Wave. Oh, okay. I click Magma Storm for the... Okay, they're just going for damage. I can't let them get into the Gliscor for free. So... And then I'm just going to click Magma Storm again, because that will definitely get the KO on this with the damage. Just in case they go into Gliscor. They should have U-turned on that turn. Or... No, I've got a Magma Storm again. I've got a Magma Storm again. Dazzling Gleam will get the HP back with leftovers. And then I've got to land a Magma Storm. They have to SD and hope for me to miss. I think that's the only way they can win this, is if they SD and hope I miss the Magma Storm. So the Gliscor is going to come back out. Actually, even if they don't SD, they can just go for the KO. And they might be out of Hyper Voice range. 65 to 76. After the poison heal, it's going to be close. Okay, so they do go for the SD. So that is going to guarantee them the KO on Sylveon. I've got to hope I don't miss this, which I don't. Let's look at their investment. Oh, great. Okay, it didn't have any special defense investment, and that's going to be game. Because the Magma Storm damage should KO them. Oh, it doesn't. Does it live on 1? Jesus, I wish I brought Quick Attack on Sylveon. No way. That was close. That was very close. So now they can EQ, and they will pick up KO on Sylveon afterwards. I really wish I brought Quick Attack. Our Quick Attack would have done 6 to 7%, so it doesn't matter. Wow. I can't wait to see Muffin's side to see how much that actually lived on. This is guaranteed to get the KO. I really wish I'd gone bulky Sylveon full bulk. And they're going to EQ. They will get the KO, definitely. And that is going to be a very, very close loss. 0 and 1. Very good game to Muffin. Like I said, they needed to SD that turn to make sure they got the KO on Sylveon. Really thought we were going to pick up the KO with the Magma Storm damage. But yeah, GG to Muffin. That was a fun one. So I will see you in the next battle. I believe we got one more to upload after this one. GG again to Muffin. Glad that I didn't crit him this time massively to get the win. Muffin's link is going to be in the description down below, so are all the other coaches, so make sure you check them out.